Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you one and all to this evening's feature performance. A Sophoclean tale of power, greed, lust, intrigue, perversion, depravity, and madness. Told through an astonishing melange of the theatrical and performing arts, all in an attempt to amuse, divert, and instruct. And now, without further ado, we boldly perform a tale that no one has dared perform before. I give you Little King. Once upon a time, there lived a little man. This little man lived on the outskirts of a great but little kingdom. The little man was not extraordinary by any means. He was not very articulate. He was not a scholar or a man of science. He was not particularly athletic or well-read. He didn't play a musical instrument or play the piano or paint. He was not good at math, not good at spelling, and couldn't tell a comma from an apostrophe. But what the little man did have was a great head of hair, very tiny hands, and a lot of money. A lot. You see, a little man was born into a very wealthy and privileged family. His father, through several underhanded business dealings, had become very wealthy. When he died, he gave all of his money to little man, and his business holdings as well. And like so many others before him, a little man wanted to make his own mark in the world. So, with questionable principles, very tiny hands, and a huge bag of gold coins, a little man humbly set off into the world.
It's me, it's really, really me. I am the bestest, wittiest one, it's clear for all to see because it's me, it's really, really me. Please don't act inferior, I know that I'm superior. Nobody's better than me. The kingdom will make a decree honoring me. To see the world I want to see. The biggest pile of money would fill my heart with glee. To be or not to be. Me. I just know I'm destined for great things. They'll be the greatest things ever done by one human being. The history books will say, I'm great for civilization. Everyone will win, especially me. It's really, really me. I am the bestest, winningest one. It's clear for all to see because it's me. It's really, really me.
Well, as you can see, a little man had a very high opinion of himself. He thought he could do anything. His ego was huge. No, huge. Eventually, he made quite a few enemies through his business dealings. He was known to be ruthless, crass, and very narcissistic. He also had become quite successful. Despite of that, or because of that, He had a very large inn and tavern chain. He had several castle construction companies and had recently acquired land on which to build a number of high-end croquet clubs. Oh, he was very proud of his businesses. And he had grown quite powerful in certain business circles. But Little Man had also attained a very bad reputation with the ladies. There was no woman willing to be his wife. Now, he found this very distressing and perplexing. He knew that his success depended on having a woman by his side. He needed to find a bride. He couldn't simply be a lonely little man with very tiny hands and a lot of money. So, Little Man had a revelation.
So often, men of my intelligence and brilliance and stature are misunderstood. Perhaps I should look to another village, in another kingdom for a wife. I know that the right woman will understand me and love me.
So, Little Man decided to visit his friend, the Little Troll. Little Troll lived under the bridge downtown, and Little Troll had many connections. So, Little Troll scampered off to find Little Man a wife. He knew exactly where to go and just the man to talk to. And after a short time, Little Man scampered back with joyful news, a bride, her name Forsythia. So, a deal was made, a wedding was planned, and a very large, elaborate wedding was held. And so, the years passed. Meanwhile, in a land not so far away, there was a little kingdom. This little kingdom was a nice little kingdom, a diverse little kingdom. For 100 years, the little king had lived guarding this kingdom. They lived under a monarchy. And unfortunately, the old king was getting older and soon would have to think about retirement. But he had no known heirs. There was no one to succeed him. But the little kingdom needed a new king. Well, the news spread throughout the kingdom, and there were many who had their eyes on the throne. Among them, in the murky depths of a private club somewhere, huddled betwixt the spider webs and discarded rat bones, a nefarious gathering was taking place. A meeting that would change everything!
This weather is quite foul, would you agree?
Indeed. That is a fair assessment. It sets the perfect mood for a gathering here tonight.
Yeah, a bad mood, I'd say. I'm wet, and I'm freezing, and my galoshes are leaking, and my bag broke.
It's always something with you, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but now that you mention it, I think I may be coming down with something.
I'll give you something if you don't shut up! A good old rap on the head!
Well, you are so negative. You know, you're making me really anxious. My last nerve is raw from your constant criticism. How am I supposed to...
Gentlemen! Enough with the bickering. Please, remember why we're here. We have an important task at hand. The time has come. We found our man.
So, he's the chosen one?
I have no doubt that he is, and you? Have you any doubts, sir?
Absolutely no doubts. He is the chosen one.
Right, but still, we need to be very careful. No one must see us together. That would not be good.
He's right, you know. No one can know we planned it.
My esteemed colleagues, please stop worrying. All is well. Once little man's in power and they crown him king, nothing else will matter. Trust me. Did you bring the ingredients? Good. Now let's get to it.
The three self-proclaimed kingmakers gathered in their fiendish kitchen and began throwing ingredients into a very large and hideous cauldron. Suddenly, there was a thunderclap, a mighty break of wind, and a flash of lightning.
Rudy Tooty, it's the beauty of the potion that's in motion. Rudy Tooty is the beauty of the potion that's in motion. Rudy Tooty is the beauty of the potion that's in motion.
don't make a fuss.
We're making the kingdom great again for white guys and businessmen. Little man will do it. He will get down to it. It'll be a hit, and he'll never quit.
Let's get moving, boys!
Lickety split, making the kingdom great again, keeping the status quo, making the kingdom great again for white guys and businessmen. Hooray! Let's eat.
The kingmakers crept off to meet with Little Man in his golden tower high above the little kingdom. And they knew that they had found their man.
Gentlemen, I'm flattered that you would think of me.
You are the chosen one, little man.
That's right. And we have a way to make that happen.
A foolproof plan to get you in. And once you're in, you're in!
I'm the chosen one? I knew it was me. And it's me. Of course I'm interested, gentlemen. I think we see things the same way.
Oh, the annual Royal Winter Ball was a glittering assemblage of royalty, nobility, and gentry from throughout all the neighboring kingdoms. Invitations were hard to come by unless you had connections. Fortunately, the kingmakers had many, so they were able to obtain invitations for both Little Man and Pacifica. Now, the plan was to slip the old king a potion that would cause him to become woozy and confused, and in that state of mind, they would get the old king to sign a decree, making Little Man his sole heir, and subsequently, the king! Oh yeah, good people of the little kingdom, gather round, and bear witness. I present to you your new monarch, and later, little king.
I say it with such a deep felt feeling. I think you'll find my ruling style appealing. I'll be the best and greatest king you've ever seen. And if you don't believe me, you can go and ask the queen. There are so many different skills that I bring that I really just can't wait to be king. We'll be winning like never before, believe me. No one will protect the kingdom better than me. I'm given an award, and I will be adored for all the kingly things that I will do. Believe me, nobody's better at jobs, believe me. No one fights harder for all, believe me. You can do it, there's really nothing to it. It's me, it's me, it's me. Believe me. It's me! Believe me, it's me! I will achieve, I'll never leave, I will deceive, don't be naive, believe me. Gentlemen, this is a great idea. I think we should implement this soon as possible. This plan as soon as possible. Maximize our profits. We have workers standing by, ready to dig new aqueducts. The best of it will be held in reserve. The palace will have exclusive rights to some of our allies, of course. By the time people realize what's going on, it will be too late. The plan will be in motion, and the deed will be done. Of course, there will be the usual payoffs involved with a project of this size. That's to be expected. No worries, that's business. Anyway, this is a huge moment for us today, gentlemen. We will be very rich and very powerful. Congratulations. And now, on to making the kingdom great again.
What's with the bird?
Oh, the bird was a wedding gift from a very special friend, a dear friend. He's a wonderful creature. An animal, really. Or a bird. Is it a bird or an animal? Is a bird an animal?
It sounds like he wants a cracker.
No, that's his name. Cracker. Cracker.
Yeah, you know, like cheese and crackers. Polly wants a cracker? Now really, can we proceed, gentlemen?
Get to it! Build a wall! Heed the call! Build a wall!
Wait, the bird talks!
Yes, the bird talks. He's a talking bird. He's going to be my messenger to the people. My voice, or tweet, if you will. Tweet, yeah, you get it? Tweet. Now let's get over the bird and get on to business of making the kingdom great again. Today I'll be signing several very important executive orders. Let's get this ball rolling. I don't need the royal parliament's approval for that, which will make things a whole lot easier, believe me.
Hey! It's so good to be king! Huge coronation, big crowds, biggest turnout ever! I think!
Good evening, I'm Mortimer.
And I'm Gertrude. And this is LK News 46. We're here to bring you all the important news of the day.
Of course, the big news today was that Little King signed several executive decrees, one of them being a ban on certain refugees from the East. Apparently, there's some fear that they want to do us harm, although none of us here at LK News 46 can confirm that.
There are already worries that Little King is forgetting the Charter of Fundamental Rights. That is very disturbing. We will continue to report on this troubling story as it develops.
And in other troubling news, Little King signed an executive decree to build a wall. A great big wall. Some people think it's a great idea and they're quite elated about it. Still, others think it's a horrible idea and that Little King is cruel and mean.
We shall see how things proceed, Port Mortimer. For now, from all of us here at LK News 46, thank you and good night.
Build a wall, keep the bad hombres out, and all the nasty women who will come, no doubt. Build a wall, keep the bad hombres out, and all the nasty women who will come, no doubt. Build a wall,
This guy's a dope.
build a wall,
Someone throw me a rope.
build a wall.
He's out of his tree.
Everyone who's gathered here must agree. It's lack of common decency and humanity. It's profanity, let's call it vanity. People should be free to come and go as they please, with basic liberties and equality. Build a wall, keep the bad hombres out, and all the nasty women who will come, no doubt. Build a wall, keep the bad hombres out, and all the nasty women who will come, no doubt. Walls keep us divided. We should be united. Walls keep us divided. We should be united. Build a wall.
Making the kingdom great again! So many winning ideas! The old king was very messy, cleaning up his mess, and draining the swamp.
Back at the palace, we find Queen Forsythia high in her tower, practicing her smiles, and contemplating her new position.
High in my tower I sit with a flower and wait for the hour to pass. Look out the same window, watching the wind blow the clouds and the trees and the grass. It's the same thing every day, sitting on my ass. It's the same thing every day. I'm bored. Here in my castle, life's never a hassle. Life's facile and free. Out the same window, watching the wind blow. I wish I could flee. It's the same thing every day, longing to be free. Ignored, I should not be ignored. Adored, I should be adored. Meanwhile, I'm bored.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Winston, would you pour me some tea?
Of course, Your Majesty.
You were with the old king quite some time, weren't you, Winston?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty, I served the king for 130 years. I started as a young lad parking royal carriages. He was a great and noble man, and a pleasure to serve.
Well, I'm sure you'll find little king to be great and noble king.
Only time will tell, Your Highness. Meanwhile, the new frock maker Alfredo is waiting to meet with you.
Oh, good, finally something to do.
Yes, Your Highness.
Your Majesty, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Alfredo. I am so honored to be a part of the royal household staff. You know, I am the first of my family to finish school and garner such a high position.
Remember, Alfredo, be best.
Thank you, Your Majesty. My mother, a simple seamstress at the local factory, is so very proud. My entire family thanks you for this opportunity. I will be best, Your Majesty. Be best. I will try to do my best. You can put me to the test. There's nothing more I'd rather do than work for you. Be best. I will meet every request with enthusiastic zest. Be best. But I'm really not quite sure just what she means. Be best. Be best at what? Or does it really matter? My mission is much bigger and important. I have to show the utmost deportment, especially to the Queen. I'll be the best frock maker you've ever seen, making you the best dressed queen, the best dressed woman with the crown in town. You really will cause a scene.
have a situation. There's a tempest brewing. What should we do? This tempest is nearby and may pose a threat to you, Your Highness. Tempest.
Oh, wow. That is not good. Not good at all. Call in the royal fixer immediately. We needed to take care of this. I don't want to know any details. No one must know anything about this. Understand?
Since the coronation, the only messages coming out of the palace were from Little King's pet bird, Cracker. The people of the Little Kingdom were now anxiously awaiting word from the Royal Press Secretary. Oh, how lovely! Look, the Royal Press Secretary has just arrived. Let's listen in.
Morning, everyone. Say good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you. All right, welcome to the press briefing. I'll be taking several questions at this time. Little King has nothing to announce right now. I'll be taking your questions. I'm sorry, Suzanne, you can't just yell out your questions, you know. This is my press briefing, so we're just going to keep it civil, okay? All right. We have the largest audience at any coronation ever, period. I'm sorry, you stop shaking your head. You can stop, please just stop shaking your head. You think we have alternative facts to whatever sources you have. So, please, we'll just calm down. No, His Majesty is not at all worried about the investigation. Not at all. Oh, yes, the Little King is strong on the border wall. It will make the Little Kingdom great again. That's our official position. I'm sorry, excuse me. No, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. We should get behind it. We should get behind it. Yes, all right. Let me see. Anyone else? Again, the yelling can please just calm down just a little bit. We can just keep it calm in here. That'd be great. No, I've heard nothing about water issues. Nothing about water issues. So please just stop. You know, the Little King is working hard to make the Little Kingdom great for everybody. Okay, everyone. How do I know? Because the Guilty told me so. Goodbye.
Hear ye! I'm firing that royal investigator, Smitty. Totally bad decision to hire this lowlife. Not loyal, and I demand loyalty. Need to drain the stinky mold.
Well, the media smells the pungent scent of scandal. Anxious to hear news of the royal investigation, they assemble and wait outside the palace to get an official announcement from the Royal Press Secretary. Unfortunately, the Royal Press Secretary has other plans.
Oh no, they have spotted me. They'll give me the 3rd degree. There's no time to flee, I guarantee. I'm in the bushes now. Answer questions cause I don't know how. The pressure's getting to me, holy cow. I'm in the bushes now.
He's in the bushes now. Can't answer questions cause he don't know how. The pressure's getting to him, holy cow. He's in the bushes now.
I thought that I could do it, what a mistake. The only thing I proved is that I'm really a flake. I'm in the bushes here. I'm way too nervous now, it's very clear. Reporters closing in, they're getting near. I'm in the bushes here. In the bushes, they are looking for me. I will never be free. I'm in the bushes now.
He's in the bushes now. He's in the bushes now. He's in the bushes
the walls of the palace. The people were getting restless. Many were calling for the little king's ousting because of the ongoing investigation, the water issues, and, well, just so many things.
Your Highness, and you're a big fat minus. Your shyness, your highness is rare.
You finest, come finest, in your Thomas Aquinas. You're nothing without your hair.
Out of touch with reality. Truth is not your speciality. Promises you do not keep. Still your people flock around you like sheep. All about your friends winning money. Everything for them is always bright and sunny. You make a joke of the common folk. And although you say you're for us, we know you do deplore us. And now we will sing it in a chorus.
You're insulting and unpredictable.
Narcissistic, vain, and crass.
Let's face it, you're an ass!
Your highness, and you're a big fat minus. You treat people so unfair. Your highness, your highness. Your blindness won't define us.
Your Highness,
You entertain us, though you're heinous.
You anus!
You're nothing without your hair. Your highness.
Oh yeah. Welcome y'all to the state ball, honoring the Grand Duke Leon. I'll present to you the little king and Queen Forsythia, your gracious host for the evening. And now, presenting the Grand Duke Leon.
That's much more friendly, don't you think? May I have this dance?
Of course.
Let's show them how it's done.
In the dark corners of this place, I close my eyes and see your face. The thought of meeting you again causes me to blush.
I remember the touch of your hand, the sound of a marching band. My heart skips a beat and my head begins to rush. You light up my
Lord, like a lighthouse in the fog.
You shine the light unto my heart. Never shall we part.
You and I could have the world.
We'd be the rulers of it all.
You could build your city wall.
You and me, wait and see. Together we will be.
You light up my courage.
Like a lighthouse in the fog.
Shine your light into my heart.
Never shall we part. Infatuation
I will slowly take you over
and admiration.
and throw you in a tower.
We will have our finest hour. You and I,
You and me.
long and eventful evening, Little King collapsed onto his bed. He drifted off to sleep, dreaming of a tropical shore, his new friend, the Grand Duke Leon, splashing playfully at the water's edge. Elsewhere in the palace, Leon too was dreaming of the many ways he would teach his new friend to take the lash of opportunity and receive his ever-growing kingdom in the end. At the break of dawn, the next morning, Little King awoke. When he learned of the resignation of the royal press secretary, this infuriated him.
Hear ye! Royal press secretary, quit! What a loser! Hides in the bushes! Such a coward! Hiring new press secretary!
Alas, on Mango Island, the bad weather that had been predicted arrived in the form of a massive hurricane. The weather started getting rough. The tiny island was tossed. If supplies and help did not come soon, Mango would be lost. Little King's advisors were concerned that if the island could not recover on its own, they might be blamed. So the Little Kingdom would have to at least pretend to send supplies and help.
The wind keeps blowing. The seas keep growing.
The situation's dire.
The water's getting higher. The wind keeps blowing. The seas keep growing. The situation's dire. The water's getting higher. Forget about the people at the bottom of the rung. Their story should be told and their song should be sung. We need to help each other, don't you agree? And shouldn't us always be me?
Hey everybody, you won't believe what Little King sent us. Royal tea bags and monogrammed handkerchiefs. Unbelievable!
Does he realize there's no clean water?
No, but he did say there was a lot of water surrounding Mango Island.
The wind keeps blowing. Seas keep growing. The situation's dire. The water's getting higher. The water's getting higher. The water's getting higher.
Good evening. Good evening, I'm Mortimer.
And I'm Gertrude.
Welcome to the evening news.
Tonight we bring you a special report from Mango Island, where the devastation is catastrophic. Hurricane-force winds whipped across the island, leaving many people stranded without food or water.
That's right, Gertrude, and many islanders are unhappy with the response from Little King, saying that it was slow and inadequate.
Yes, apparently Little King has been quoted as saying, "This is an island surrounded by water. Big water. Ocean water. That's a lot of water." The palace sent monogrammed handkerchiefs and royal tea bags, although most of the water in the island is contaminated. The Earl of Mango gave a press conference earlier today. He stated that he would like Little King to visit the island so he can see the destruction firsthand.
This hurricane brings up the negative effects of climate change and other environmental issues. Some people are saying that climate change is making these weather events bigger and harsher.
Well, climate change is real, folks. Scientists are saying it will get worse if we don't change our ways. Coal mining should be phased out and new forms of energy like windmills should be created.
We'll see how that plays out with the Little King, his staff, and royal advisors.
Your Majesty, the media have been criticizing some of your policies. They're even attacking your response to the hurricane on Mango Island. They're saying it was slow to come and inadequate.
That's nonsense. Our response was top-notch. That's fake news. I want them shut down or censored, at the very least.
You can't do that, Your Majesty. The Charter of Fundamental Rights allows for free speech.
Oh, well, then we need to get rid of that charter. Free speech shouldn't be for everyone, especially the press. They can't just say anything they want. You might have to work on changing that. Take a note. Cracker!
Sir?
Not you, the bird.
The media is really the word I think one of the greatest of all terms I've come up with is fake. Fake news. Fake news. Time to limit the press.
In a dark, dank, and musty tavern tucked in a back alley of the little kingdom, we come upon a group of peasants and merchants, serfs, and other miscellaneous rabble. We also find Alfredo and a mysterious stranger. All have come together to discuss one subject, Little King. And so, the plot begins!
I think we need a bold plan to get him out. He's a terrible king. His royal cabinet is horrible too. Did you see some of that propaganda they're spitting out? Oh, nothing to see here, people. Oh, what water, Pablo? That royal press secretary was something else.
That's for sure. Do you think she believes what she says?
Who knows? It's all so disturbing. We need to do something.
Well, first of all, if we want to get him out, we first have to get him alone, and that seems nearly impossible.
Not necessarily. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, right? And I've seen firsthand how chaotic the palace is right now. It would be very easy to get him by himself.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just couldn't help overhearing your conversation. This man you speak of is someone I think I might know. You say he is now Little King.
Yes, he is, but he used to be just a little man, and then through a series of mysterious events, he became Little King.
How do you know him?
Well, I don't know him personally. It was actually my mother who knew him.
Your mother?
Yes! But that's not really important right now. I would like to join your revolution. Shh! Keep it down. Just say revolution. I have many skills that I think would be useful to your cause. I am very loyal. I would be most honored to lead your cause.
That's great. I say you're in. Looks like Little King's time is up.
Yeah, no shit!
Time's up.
Yeah.
No shit. Little King's a hypocrite. Time's up. No shit. His promises are counterfeit. Time's up. No shit. This guy's a fool. You must admit. Stand up to his tyranny. Stand up to his bigotry. Rise in solidarity. We rise for humanity. Time's up. No shit. Little King's a hypocrite. Time's up. No shit. Promises are counterfeit. Time's up. No shit. This guy's a fool. You must admit. Ooh. Time's up. Time's up. Time's up.
Now let's go. And remember the code word. Be best.
Be best.
Now, word spread throughout the kingdom. The peasants were revolted. Oh, yes, and a revolution was coming too.
Cracker! I keep hearing about this investigation. Waste of time. So sad. Nothing to see here. Making plans with our Western Kingdom friends. Good for everyone. Believe me.
Back at the palace, Alfredo and Winston were almost about to enjoy a clandestine moment, but neither knew that they were in the company of an ally. An ally against Little King.
I heard a rumor that the Little King is buying out all the pitchforks and the torches. Isn't that something? You know, there's also a rumor that the old king was tricked into passing the crown to Little King, that there may have been some magic involved.
Well, he's not my king, and he's certainly no match for the old king either.
Winston, are you saying that you have no loyalty to Little King?
None whatsoever. I would gladly rise against him if ever given the opportunity.
You mean like a revolution? Are you with us, Winston? Can it be?
Can what be?
We can all be best. Your Majesty, we were just talking about ways we could all be best.
That's right.
You
Your
were?
Highness.
I'm so delighted to hear that. I wish all of you could learn to do that. Be fast. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a dinner party to host.
Later that evening, we find Little King, Queen Versithia, a dollop of bankers, and a garnish of wealthy people finishing their chocolate cake. Winston is quietly standing in the background.
Your Majesty, I love the use of the color gold. It's stunning.
I love shiny things, especially gold shiny things.
You certainly have impeccable taste, and both you and the Queen are such gracious hosts.
Your Majesty, this luncheon is out of this world. Delicious. You have an amazing chef.
Oh, isn't he fabulous? That's the most famous Chef Christo from the northern region.
That amuse-bouche was delicious, truly inspired. I didn't think you could use that particular fish anymore, though. I thought it was protected.
I don't care, really. Do you? I mean, really, it gets tiring.
I say, what's good for my pockets may not always be good for the environment. I mean, who knows? Only history will tell, and I won't be around to see that. So you're right. Who cares?
Take a look around, you'll see everybody's on a spending spree. Getting more is our priority. Wealth is better than poverty. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. Pay the people less and less. That's the key to our success. Gotta take it to excess. Yes, yes, yes. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. The ones at the bottom will pay the price. One more day in paradise. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. We reap what we sow. War makes lots of dough. We reap what we sow. War makes lots of dough. Ching ching, money in my pocket. Ching ching, profits over people. Ching ching, gotta keep the bottom line. Gotta keep the bottom line.
Meanwhile, Little King demanded to meet with his generals to discuss the little emperor.
Sire, we have reports that the little emperor is testing a new weapon, and he's called you a dotard, Your Majesty. We should really reprimand him.
That's foolish. I don't even know what a dotard is.
It's an insult, sire. It means you're old, senile, and weak.
Nonsense! That's all fake news. He would never say those things. Anyway, I always say, don't put your eggs all in one basket. The chicken won't cross the road. Set up a meeting with a neutral location. I'll meet with the little emperor, and I'll get to him. You know, comply with our agreement. If anyone can get this done, it's me.
Setting up a meeting with the little emperor. Says he has a lever near his desk at all times. I too have a lever, but it is much bigger and more powerful than his. And my lever works.
And so, Little King and Little Emperor set up a meeting. In a series of exchanges, the two leaders expressed their mutual adoration and love for each other's massive levers.
Dear Little Emperor, I was disappointed to hear that you are breaking our agreement. I hope that we can meet and discuss our future. P.S. I thought you liked me.
Dear Little King, I do like you. I really do. You make me laugh with all of your silly ideas. My schedule is really full right now. A meeting is impossible. P.S. I do like you.
But I think if you really liked me, you'd stick to our agreement.
He probably thinks that I will stick to our agreement.
I got my hand on the lever, but I still love you so.
I got my hand on the lever, just how low can you go?
That time you left
me, well, you put on quite a show. Friends and lovers, well, they come and they go.
Sometimes it's hard, you've gotta go with the flow.
You say goodbye and I say hello. The letters that you wrote me so long ago fill me with ecstasy.
I'm feeling the glow, you ought to know by now. Oh, 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 oh. I got my hand on the lever,
but I still love you so. I got my hand on the lever.
Well, goodbye
and hello. That time you left me, well, you left me so low. That time you left me, well, I still love you so.
I'm so sorry, pardon me. You don't get to sing love like that so often. Excuse me. As the sun sets on Little King and Little Emperor's bromance, the rest of the Little Kingdom was growing restless and ready for a change. And as they grew restless, Little King and a few of his denizens gathered for yet another dinner party.
That's how I feel too. I mean, there are plenty of trees. I highly doubt we'll run out of them anytime soon.
I am all for the timber business, and you're right, Your Highness. There are plenty of trees. Also, I think Your Majesty's plan for clean coal is downright brilliant.
Indeed.
I'm bored with all this talk. Who cares? Polar bears and penguins, what do we know of these? Are there really creatures swimming out there in the seas? Out of sight is out of mind. Do you think it's so unkind to only think of humankind, the right kind of course? So I say, what polar bears? Polar bears and penguins, what do we know of these? Are there really creatures swimming out there in the seas? Outside is our mind. Do you think it's so inclined
right? These things will not affect us at all. They never will. We're pretty fine carrying on as we are.
It's not our responsibility to protect every bird and honeybee. The earth is ours to do as we please. Winston, would you please pass me that tray of cheese?
The best of times for little King, or so he believed. Whilst the king was occupied with the very rich white people of the little kingdom, the other people of the kingdom were busy working to make little kingdom actually great again. Many felt that even though this little kingdom had its own share of issues, it was still a relatively great place to be, or as one farmer once put it, "We've always been great, but we can always learn to be better. Always." And so, as the investigation continues and evidence grows of illicit business dealings and other sordid improprieties, the revolutionaries gather.
Then it's settled. Our new friend here will lead the charge on the palace. Clearly, her sword and weaponry skills are superior to anyone in the Little Kingdom. Agreed?
Agreed. And Winston, what is your inside information?
He walks around the palace alone quite often. It will not be hard to corner him. He's not that sharp.
We still don't know who she is, though. Clearly she has some personal connection to the Little Kingdom, or maybe the Little King and Queen?
I have very good reasons for leading this revolution, but I can't reveal anything until the right moment. And that moment is not now.
She's right. That is not important right now. What is important is our plan to capture the palace and take down the king. Be best. We go at dawn.
Have fun storming the palace.
Good evening, everyone. We are coming to you live from a remote location.
Yes, that is for our safety. There are rumors that Little King wants us removed.
That's right, Mort. Time's up for the Little King. Don't be left behind and don't be on the wrong side of history. The time to act is now. This king must be overthrown or we are all doomed.
Yes, it is, Gertrude. We want to inform you that the revolution is happening. It is happening, people! As we speak, thousands of people are marching onto the palace.
Gertrude and Mortimer then tossed themselves onto a forgotten laundry hamper to hide. One day more, the people gathered at empty tables, singing songs of revolution.
Be best. That's what she said to me. Be best. I thought she said it all in jest. Now I see that I was wrong. That's why we sing this song. Be best. We will try to do our best with enthusiastic zest. You can put us to the test. Our final quest is the people's revolutionary song. It's the song that pumps us up and makes us strong.
Your Highness, and you're a big fat minus. Excuse me.
It's the people's revolutionary song. Rid the palace of this pest, be best, be best. Rid the palace of this pest, be best,
Yes.
be best.
Yes.
Rid the palace of this pest.
One of the royal guards received word that a large group of people were marching towards the palace. Many of them were carrying pitchforks and torches and singing, "Down with the king! Down with the king!" The king, of course, just assumed and insisted this was fake news.
I'm the best. Believe me, tell those bums to do their jobs. They're all liars. Fake. Send it to court, Chester. How about a shot, Toots?
Little king, I love you so. You are the one who makes me glow. When skies are blue, I think of you. To you alone, I'm ever true. You get your wall, now you will see. And to the people you will be the greatest king, the best of all. Erect a statue in the hall. Little king, la 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 la. Little king, it's you. Little king, it's you. You are the king.
I am the king. I am the king. I am the king. It's good to be the king. And as they say in checkers, king me. Remember who you are. Who am I? Me. I'm me. It's me. It's me. It's really, really me. It's me. It's me. It's really, really me. Make the kingdom great again. Wait! Is that you? Mama? Can you help me? Papa? Can you hear me? King of the world. King of the world. Hey, wait! I am the king. It's good to be the king, believe me. Not queen, not duke. King. Chosen one. Believe me, I'm winning like never before. I'm huge! Huge! For Cynthia? I miss the days of sunshine and laughter. I miss our walks in the rain. Wait! We never walked in the rain. Where is that bird? Cracker! 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 Tweet! Nobody does anything better than me. I'm heinously, heinously. I am the highness! I'm me. 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 Wait a minute. I could do whatever I want. I'm the king. Ask my supporters, my followers. There's lots of them. Believe me. I'm getting things done. Things are better than they ever were. Wait a minute. Where are my advisors? Where is everyone? Queen for Cynthia.
We're right here, little king.
Wait a minute. Where have you been? I need all of my allies around me now. That includes you and the boys.
I'm very sorry, Your Highness. We were busy looking for Winston and Alfredo. They're nowhere to be found. I've been all over the palace.
I'm afraid they're all gone, Your Majesty.
All of them?
Well, not all of them. The few who stayed behind are hiding. They're afraid. There's an army, a mob of people heading towards the palace. The people are storming the palace!
The people? What do they matter? I'm the king. They can't get rid of me. I'm not a crook. I did nothing wrong. And even if I did, I'm still the king. These people will pay for their revolution. Queen Cynthia, my darling.
It was at this very moment that Queen Forsythia turned into a mannequin. Fortunately, as this was not very different than her normal state, no one really noticed or cared. The royal heirs, number 1 and number 2, then tried to slip out the back way, but were driven back into the palace. All was in chaos. And it was at this moment, at this very moment, that little king thought that perhaps, just maybe, perhaps, almost, he might just be in trouble. The people were heard outside, getting closer to the palace, and they were chanting, "Lock him up! Lock him up!" So the little king decided to speedily lumber towards his chambers, hoping to hide under his sleeper sofa, but he was stopped by his royal advisors.
We need to move quickly, Your Highness. The people have breached the moat and are at the gates. We must go to the back way. There may still be time. Follow me.
You lead the way. I still say I did nothing wrong.
No, Your Majesty. Let's go.
The royal staffer and several other holdouts were arrested for crimes against the little kingdom. The revolutionaries ran through the palace looking for Little King and his royal advisors. Little King and his advisors slithered down the stairs to the tower, only to find themselves trapped on all sides.
There he is! Grab him!
The royal guard seized Little King, and then a stranger enters. A stranger?
My name is Gofefe. You killed my mother. Prepare to die.
Wait! Stop! Do not harm this man. Put away your weapon, miss. Show the man some mercy.
At the sound of this voice, everyone turns to look. A cloaked figure has stepped forward, and everyone gasps when they realize that it is the old king!
Oh, Your Majesty, thank goodness it's you. Oh, how happy I am to see you, Your Highness.
Thank you, Winston. It's so good to be back.
Oh, no, that's so.
Thank you for saving your view. Thank you for saving my life. You would have killed me if not for you. Who are you again?
I am Gofefe, Your Majesty. Little man is my father.
That is fake news. The old king is dead.
That's what you thought. Here I am. Thanks to Winston.
I don't know who this woman is. I've never seen her before.
No, but you knew my mother, Tempest Destiny. You knew her many, many times. And when she got pregnant, you sent her away and you paid her to keep quiet.
I can't believe that Little King is your father.
Alfredo, what are you doing?
I'm helping take back Little Kingdom.
But how? Why?
I'm the leak, little man. It was me.
Alfredo, I knew it was you. You broke my heart.
It was all of us, Little King, all of us who wanted to take back the Little Kingdom, which was pretty much everyone.
Winston, you had a hand in all of this?
Yes, I did. I had a bad feeling about you from the very start. So when the old king became disoriented and signed those papers, I knew right away that something was terribly wrong. That's right, when I decided to hide you away in case Little King and cronies came back to finish the job.
That was an amazing act of courage, Winston. Something that this little king knows nothing about.
Thank you, Your Highness. Oh, But oh, how did you get here?
I took an Uber. No, I was kidding. Here. I met up with some revolutionaries who were going to storm the palace. It was talk of revolution that brought me out of hiding. And where is your mother now?
My mother is dead. Little King had her killed so no one would know about their relationship. He didn't know that my mother chose to have me and then sent me away to live. Years later, when my mother threatened to dishonor him publicly, he sent his royal fixers to find and get rid of us. But it was too late. It has been my life quest to find him and to seek my revenge. He has dishonored my name. Go, Fei-Fei!
Listen, that was a long time ago, sister. I think you should just forget about all that. Move on. You know, if you let me go now, I promise that as king, I won't have you arrested.
It's too late for making deals, little king. I think the people have spoken. They want you out.
That's right. We know all about you and your associates' plan to take over the water supply. We know that you've been siphoning off the lakes and rivers and storing the surplus for your own use and profit.
He should be stripped of his power. Let him go back to being little man. After all, that is what he has proven himself to be.
He needs to give up all his assets and money.
Indeed! And I think that he should be banished from the little kingdom permanently.
Yes, he should.
Oh, get him out!
Get him out!
Enjoy your banishment.
Farewell, foolish man.
Good riddance, I say.
And so, little man had the shortest reign ever, believe me. And once again, little king became little man. And as little man, he was banished to the northernmost realms of the northern kingdom, where he got to see his first polar bear, and then was eaten by a ravenous flock of penguins. Queen Forsythia, as you may recall, had already turned herself into a mannequin, and she was mistakenly tossed out with the recycling. The royal heirs, number 1 and number 2, they were sent to Mango Island to construct a protective seawall out of mango pits. It would be huge. As for all of the little king's money, that was confiscated, and a large chunk was given to Alfredo and Winston to open the kingdom's first couture dress shop and royal dance club, the Prancing Sheep, where every Tuesday was sing-along night and all were welcome.
It's time to come together. We can make things better, we will be alright. Stand up for each other, your sister and your brothers. Learn to discover your similarities.
Justice and equality, living our lives in harmony.
Everyone's free. Oh, can't you see? Living our lives in harmony.
It's time to come together. We can make things better, we will be alright. Stand up for each other, your sisters and your brothers, and every other. Together, we hold on to the light. Together, the future is bright. Together, with courage and might. Singing songs of hope we feel deep in our hearts. The whole is much bigger than the sum of its parts. Singing songs of hope we feel deep in our hearts. The whole is much bigger than the sum of its parts.
And so the little kingdom was happy once again. The end.
Together,